The political landscape of Washington, D.C. and the communities of Northern Virginia are today enveloped in a profound sense of loss. We mark the passing of Representative Gerry Connolly, a steadfast Democrat who represented Virginia's 11th congressional district with unwavering commitment. He died on Wednesday, May 21, 2025, at the age of 75. His death came after a courageous and public battle with esophageal cancer, a fight he undertook with the same tenacity he displayed throughout his distinguished career in public service. His family confirmed he passed peacefully at his home in Fairfax County, surrounded by his loved ones. Connolly's struggle with esophageal cancer was one he shared openly with his constituents and the nation. He first announced his diagnosis in November 2024, embarking on a challenging treatment regimen. For a period, it seemed the treatments, including chemotherapy and immunotherapy, were successful, offering a beacon of hope. However, the cancer unfortunately returned, leading him to make the difficult decision in April 2025 to announce he would not seek re-election in 2026. His passing is not just a loss for his family and his district, but for the institution of Congress and for the many lives he touched through his tireless work and principled stands on critical issues facing the nation. For nearly 16 years, Gerry Connolly was a formidable presence in the United States House of Representatives. Representing Virginia's 11th congressional district, he was a strong voice for his constituents. Connolly's tenure spanned several presidential administrations, advocating for Virginians and the broader American public. His nearly 16 years in Congress were marked by a relentless work ethic and dedication to public service. A significant chapter in Gerry Connolly's congressional career was his influential role on the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. He rose to become the top Democrat or ranking member on this powerful committee, a position that placed him at the forefront of some of the most critical investigations and policy debates in Washington. This committee holds broad jurisdiction, tasked with scrutinizing government operations, identifying waste, fraud, and abuse, and ensuring the executive branch remains accountable to the American people. Connolly's sharp intellect and deep understanding of governmental processes made him exceptionally well-suited for this demanding role, which he held until late April 2025. His ascent to this leadership position was notably marked by a contest within the Democratic Party. Connolly successfully secured the role over a challenge from Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, a prominent progressive voice. As the leading Democrat on the committee, Connolly was a tenacious interrogator and a meticulous investigator. One of the defining aspects of Gerry Connolly's career was his unwavering and fierce advocacy for the federal workforce. Representing a district with a large concentration of federal employees and government contractors, he understood intimately their contributions and the challenges they often faced. He was a staunch defender of their rights, their pay, and their benefits, consistently speaking out against measures that sought to undermine their job security or diminish their role in public service. Connolly was particularly vocal and active in opposing efforts by the Trump administration to reduce protections for federal employees and weaken federal unions. He viewed these attempts as detrimental not only to the individuals directly affected, but also to the overall effectiveness and integrity of government operations. He argued passionately that a skilled, motivated, and secure federal workforce was essential for the proper functioning of the nation. His commitment extended beyond broad policy debates to addressing specific grievances and ensuring fair treatment for federal workers. The respect Connolly earned from the federal workforce was immense. Section 5. Crafting Change, Legislative Impact, and Key Alliances. Throughout his nearly 16 years in Congress, Gerry Connolly left a significant mark through his legislative contributions and his ability to forge key alliances to advance important policy goals. He was not a lawmaker who simply occupied a seat. He was an active participant in the legislative process, often working behind the scenes to build consensus and shepherd bills through the complex machinery of Capitol Hill. Among his notable legislative achievements was his dedicated work on issues affecting veterans. He played a key role in passing legislation aimed at preventing veteran suicide, a critical issue that demands urgent and ongoing attention. Recognizing the sacrifices made by service members, Connolly was committed to ensuring they received the support and care they deserved upon returning to civilian life. He also championed measures to support first responders, understanding the vital role they play in ensuring public safety and responding to emergencies, often at great personal risk. A significant aspect of his later career involved his collaboration with then-President Joe Biden. Connolly worked closely with the Biden administration on several key legislative initiatives, most notably the American Rescue Plan. Section 6. Echoes of Respect, Tributes from Across the Aisle. The news of Gerry Connolly's passing prompted an outpouring of tributes from across the political spectrum, a clear indication of the respect he commanded among his colleagues and peers. Former President Joe Biden, who himself had recently announced his own battle with prostate cancer on May 18, 2025, was among the first to offer his condolences and honor Connolly's memory. Biden described the Virginia congressman as a man of deep integrity, principle, and purpose. It wasn't only Democrats who recognized Connolly's contributions and character. Representative James Comer, a Kentucky Republican and the current chairman of the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, also paid tribute to his former colleague. Despite their political differences and often opposing roles on the committee, Comer acknowledged Connolly's dedication and integrity. His commitment to the institution of Congress transcended partisan divides. Section 7. From Local Roots to National Stage, Early Service in Fairfax. Before Gerry Connolly became a prominent figure on Capitol Hill, his commitment to public service was forged and honed at the local level in Fairfax County, Virginia. He dedicated 14 years to serving on the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, a significant period during which he gained invaluable experience in governance and a deep understanding of the needs of his community. During his time on the Board of Supervisors, Connolly served 5 years as its chairman, a leadership role that further shaped his approach to public administration and policy development. As chairman, he was responsible for guiding one of the nation's largest and most dynamic counties, overseeing a wide range of services and tackling complex challenges related to growth, infrastructure, and economic development. His leadership during this period was instrumental in shaping Northern Virginia's trajectory, particularly its transformation into a major technology hub, a development he actively championed and supported. Connolly's vision for Northern Virginia extended beyond just economic growth. He was also focused on improving the quality of life for its residents. Section 8. A somber trend: Congressional Losses in 2025. The passing of Representative Gerry Connolly in May 2025 adds another layer of sorrow to what has already been a difficult year for the United States Congress, particularly for the Democratic Party. His death marks the third instance of a House Democrat passing away while in office during this calendar year. Earlier in the year, the House mourned the loss of Representative Sylvester Turner of Texas, who succumbed to bone cancer on March 4, 2025. Just a short time later, on March 13th, Representative Raul Grijalva of Arizona passed away due to complications arising from his cancer treatments. Each of these individuals, like Connolly, had dedicated years of service to their constituents and the nation, leaving behind significant legacies. The cumulative effect of these losses has cast a somber shadow over the legislative body, reminding members of the fragility of life even amidst the demanding pace of public service. These deaths have also shifted the numerical composition of the House. Section 9. An Enduring Legacy, The Work Continues. Gerry Connolly's nearly 40 years of dedicated public service, from the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors to the United States Congress, leave behind an enduring legacy of advocacy, integrity, and unwavering commitment to democratic ideals. He was a man who deeply believed in the power of government to improve people's lives and worked tirelessly to make that belief a reality. His family, including his wife Kathy and daughter Caitlin, who survive him, highlighted his role as a fierce defender of democracy, a fitting epitaph for a career spent championing the rights of his constituents and the principles of good governance. His impact will be felt in many areas. As a champion for the federal workforce, he provided a crucial line of defense against policies he believed would harm civil servants and undermine public trust. His legislative achievements, such as his work to prevent veteran suicide and his collaboration on the American Rescue Plan, have had tangible benefits for countless Americans. Furthermore, his instrumental role in transforming Northern Virginia into a thriving technology hub during his time in local government continues to shape the economic landscape of the region, providing opportunities and prosperity for its residents.